Dad, didn't you say my fiancée from the arranged marriage might come by? Do you mind asking her if she's up for being my bride for the wedding I've planned on the 1st of next month? There was a pause on the other end of the line. Aren't you supposed to marry Olivia and you're preparing for the wedding? What happened? Did you guys fight again? Dad, just ask. Please. Okay, whatever makes you happy. I only wish the best for you, son. Jack replied confidently. I will be. Once upon a time, he loved Olivia intensely, truly believing she was his soulmate. The wedding date was set, and he was thrilled to be a groom. Then, out of nowhere, his world flipped upside down. Just an hour ago, he and Olivia were together, trying on wedding clothes. He came out of the dressing room looking for Olivia, but she wasn't there. It wasn't until he scanned the room that he spotted her. Tucked away in a corner by the window, on a call, smiling sweetly. One of the staff interrupted his line of sight. Jack, there's a call for you. It was from the wedding planning company. Jack, Olivia's side mentioned a mistake with the groom's name. They want to change it to Tommy. Were you aware of this? An indescribable sadness hit Jack, anger following close behind. He knew she had betrayed him but didn't anticipate this level of heartlessness. Tommy, Olivia's first love, had returned from abroad just last month, and Jack had a bad feeling. Yesterday, she left home without her lucky charm, a red string she always wore as a symbol of their love. Following her trail, he ended up at a club and witnessed something heartbreaking. He saw Olivia accepting Tommy's proposal. When someone asked Olivia, "Aren't you marrying Jack soon? What about him if you're now with Tommy?" Olivia dismissed their concerns casually. Tommy's sick, and this is his last wish. As for Jack, we'll keep it from him. He loves me too much to leave, even if he finds out. Tommy nodded in agreement, deeply touched. Sorry for putting you in this spot, Olivia, but this is my dying wish, and I believe Jack will understand. As they shared a passionate kiss to the cheers of their friends, Jack stormed away, fuming. Hello? Jack? Are we changing the name? Jack, who once adored Olivia and couldn't imagine life without her, found the strength to move on. Yeah, change it and book the adjacent hall for me. I'll wire you the money. Just duplicate everything. By the way, change the bride's name too. I'll text you what to put. The person on the line paused. Same wedding date then? Same date. Taking a deep breath, Jack hung up. Olivia soon returned, wrapping her arms around him from behind. Jack, you look so handsome today. Really? Jack looked at his reflection. He did look good. But why would the woman he was about to marry betray him like this? Yes, the most handsome in the world, Olivia said, hesitating. Jack, there's something I want to discuss. Can we postpone the wedding? Something came up on the 1st. Something came up? Inside, Jack scoffed. Her something was another guy's wedding. She planned to use his venue and date, all under his nose. Fine, we can postpone. Her reaction was surprised, anxious even. I love you, Jack. I swear I'll marry you. Just wait for me. I'll love you forever. Something came up at the office. I'll be home soon. Watching her rush out made her promises sound ridiculous. He knew she thought he'd never leave, even knowing the truth. But this time she was wrong. Not only was he leaving, he was getting married on the same day. Back home, Jack packed his things. Midway through, Olivia returned. Jack, I came back as soon as I could. Did you miss me? She held out a box of chocolates. I got these just for you. Sorry for leaving the bridal shop early. Please forgive me, future hubby. Suppressing his laughter, Jack remembered Tommy's engagement chocolates. She had just grabbed them from the proposal site for him. What, you want to share the engagement joy with me? Why are you laughing? Olivia was uneasy at his smile. Nothing, Jack answered, taking the box and noticing a red mark on her neck. Your neck has got a mark. Olivia quickly realized it was from when Tommy kissed her. Flustered, she tried to brush it off. Oh, maybe something bit me. MHM. Jack didn't call her out. Your clothes are dirty. Let me wash them. We have staff. I'd never make you do it, she protested. But why not this time? Jack pressed. She assumed she dodged another bullet, giving him a quick kiss. You're the best, Jack. Her jacket came off easily, and Jack noticed the lingering scent of another man on her. Yanking it apart in frustration, Jack remarked, "Some things aren't better new." "Quite the truth." Olivia nodded. "This jacket is really comfortable to wear, but you ruined it in the wash. Otherwise, I could have worn it a few more times. You know, I'm a very loyal person." She's indeed loyal. She liked someone 5 years ago, even if they disappeared for 5 years before showing up again. She'd still like them. But what about him? What do those 5 years mean for him and her? Growing up, Jack was always surrounded by admirers. After college, he applied for a job at Olivia's company. The moment he saw her, Jack fell for her. But he was proud and didn't want to make the first move. Somehow, Olivia ended up liking him too and started pursuing him. At first, Jack was afraid of their differences in status and didn't dare to accept her feelings until one day. There was a fire at the company. When the fire alarm went off, everyone ran outside. Jack, who had taken medicine due to illness, was resting in a lounge, oblivious to the danger. It was Olivia who went back and dragged him out of the fire. From that moment on, he decided he'd be with her forever and love her dearly. 5 years. 5 whole years, he'll never forget the day they got together. Olivia once swore to the heavens, "Jack, I promise, I'll only love you my entire life." Seeing her so serious, Jack hugged her and said, "Olivia, I'll love and cherish you forever." Out of love, and a bit nervously, he added, "If one day you stop loving me, just tell me straight. I'll let you go. I'm loyal to you and hope you'll be the same to me. If you ever betray me, I won't stick around." Those promises still echo, yet her heart had long changed. No, maybe her heart never belonged to him in the first place. Jack clutched his shirt, unable to hold back, his eyes reddening. "What's wrong? Why are your eyes red?" Seeing him like this, Olivia panicked. "I'm fine." It was Olivia who betrayed him first. So he decided he'd keep his word and wouldn't stay. After finally comforting her, Olivia tried to kiss him as usual, only for Jack to push her away. She coughed awkwardly, let go of him, and reached out for a gift. "All right, where's my gift?" Jack told her to wait. He went to his room and brought out the wedding invitations they had picked together. He wrote his and Laura's names on the bride and groom spots before putting the invitations in a box. Downstairs, he handed her the box. "What's this?" Curious, Olivia tried to open it, but he stopped her. "Open it on the 1st of next month." Hearing that date made Olivia's hand tremble. Isn't that the day she's supposed to marry Tommy? Why? Because the 1st of next month was supposed to be our wedding day. He smiled, sealing the box with tape. "Since the wedding's postponed, I want to give you a big gift. You'll be surprised." "All right, I love surprises." She playfully poked his nose and jumped into his arms. "Jack, I'm really happy today." "Happy?" The light in Jack's eyes dimmed. "Happy about what?" "Probably pleased she got engaged to another man and thinks he's unaware." He felt sad, yet Olivia didn't notice. That evening, Olivia went to shower. Jack sat on the couch scrolling through his phone when he stumbled across a post from Olivia's friend group. It was a video of Olivia's proposal. The caption read, "Finally, the love I've envied has come true. Let's celebrate tonight at the usual spot." He paused, about to click when a comment popped up below. "You posted it on social media? Did you block Jack?" The person replied, "Do you think I'm that dumb? Of course I blocked him." Reading the comments, Jack's lips curled into a mocking smile. When they first got together, Olivia introduced him to her best friends. Seeing him, they kept calling him brother-in-law. They said, "Don't worry. If Olivia ever wrongs you, just tell us. We'll yell at her for you. Right, brother-in-law, don't worry. We'll keep an eye on her. She won't fool around outside. If anything happens, we'll tell you first thing." And now, they're all helping Olivia hide the fact she's marrying someone else. Within seconds, the post was deleted. Soon, Olivia came out from the bathroom. "Jack, you..." With her hair still wet, she hurried out, looking flustered. "What's up?" He looked up at her blankly, as if he hadn't seen anything. Seeing no reaction from him, Olivia relaxed. "Nothing, just letting you know I'm done showering." "Okay." Jack stood up, and as he was heading out the door, he overheard Olivia talking on the phone with her friend. Are you nuts? Delete that post from social media right now. What if Jack sees it? I told you, Jack absolutely can't know about this. Are you guys asking for trouble? Alright, it's already deleted. He definitely didn't see it. By the way, if you don't show up to your own celebration, what's the point? Tommy's already here. As Olivia hesitated, Jack walked in suddenly. Who are you talking to? Oh, just Helen and the others asking me out for drinks. Oh really? Haven't seen them in a while. I'll join you. I feel like having a drink. He really wanted to see how well they could maintain their secret when he showed up. Olivia couldn't manage to stop Jack throughout the car ride. She nervously fidgeted with her phone, updating her friends. When they arrived at the bar, Jack immediately spotted Olivia's friends. For women were sitting there stiffly, sipping drinks, and hadn't even ordered any extra drinks. Seeing Jack, they all stood up together. Hi, brother-in-law. Don't worry. No one else is here, just us girls. Jack raised an eyebrow, silently challenging the notion that he shouldn't be there as a guy. Everyone froze for a moment. Olivia quickly squeezed his hand. That's not what they meant. They're just worried you'd get bored. I didn't mean anything by it either. It's just been a while, and I came for a drink. Since it's just for the girls tonight, I'll finish up and head out. He downed his drink, pretending not to notice the fleeting smiles on their faces, and turned to leave. Olivia acted all reluctant and hugged him, playfully asking for a kiss. He leaned down and kissed her forehead. I won't be back too late. If you're tired, go ahead and sleep without waiting for me. Jack walked downstairs. He stood tucked away around the corner, waiting. Sure enough, he saw Tommy arriving. Tommy hurried upstairs, quickly slipping into the private room. Jack watched from the doorway, seeing everything unfold inside. Tommy pulled Olivia onto his lap. Seriously, why did you bring him? Now I have to hide. You owe me a kiss to make up for it. Olivia wrapped her arms around him, laughing. Fine. I'll give you two. She chuckled, throwing her arms around his muscular waist and planting a kiss on his lips. Oh, wow. Really making us jealous here. Get outta here, what's there to be jealous about? Don't you all have guys around? Bring 'em over. Let's have fun. Soon, they invited a bunch of guys over. Some for drinks, others for games. A crowd quickly gathered, diving into truth or dare. Fittingly, Olivia was the first up for a challenge. A friend teased her, asking, Olivia, who do you like more, Tommy or Jack? Hearing that, Tommy didn't get mad. Instead, he laughed, watching her. Be honest. Don't hold back just 'cause I'm sick, Jack. Tommy's face stiffened slightly. I'm right here, you know? Olivia lounged in Tommy's arms, seeming indifferent. I like you too, but you were the one who ended things back then. Now I'm marrying you only to fulfill your wish since you're sick. After that, it'll be Jack I grow old with, we all agreed. Next time, don't let today happen again. Keep it from Jack, alright? Jack can't stand any lies. If he finds out I'm being cozy with someone else, he'll likely break up with me. But she couldn't just leave Tommy hanging. He came back with a terminal illness, wanting only to marry her. How could she ignore a man she once loved deeply? Just keep Jack in the dark. Once Tommy's gone, she'd still marry Jack and take care of him forever. Everyone wins and no one gets hurt. Perfect. Tommy held her tightly, pretending to be calm. I don't mind. I left you first after all. I'm thrilled you're giving this time to me. I love Olivia and don't want to hurt her boyfriend. So help keep Olivia's secret. Jack stood outside the door, losing all color in his face. Their words stabbed at him like knives, hitting him deep. They left his insides feeling utterly gutted, the pain unbearable. Hearing Olivia's decision, he felt nothing but disgust, wanting to vomit. He never expected the woman he loved for 5 years to be rotten at the core. Jack leaned against the wall. His body trembled and throbbed with pain. His strength evaporated. He sank to the ground, not moving for a while. Eventually, he gathered himself and began walking blindly downstairs. Not far along, weakness overtook him, and he fainted, tumbling down the steps. Someone, help! A guy's fallen down the stairs. Voices shouted nearby, and soon people gathered around him. Before blacking out, he saw Olivia and her friends, walking away casually. They barely glanced at the commotion before moving on. How could they know that the person causing the stir was Jack, who had already stepped away? Jack woke up later in the hospital. The nurse was tending to his bandages. "You're awake? How did I get here?" "You passed out from low blood sugar. Someone brought you here, but they're gone now. Do you want me to call family?" "No need." Jack shook his head. Just hearing Olivia's name made him nauseous. Dragging himself out of the room, he went to settle the bill. He overheard nurses gossiping as he passed. "Did you hear? Early today, a couple was rushed in after rolling off a sofa at some bar, landing on broken glass. The guy was covered in cuts. I saw. They must have been going at it fiercely. Never would have guessed young folks were so wild. That girl looked familiar. Maybe from TV. She's vaguely familiar. What's her name again?" Jack halted, not catching the chance to ask more as he saw two figures approaching. The nurse scurried off quickly, whispering, "That's them. They're good-looking but so wild." Jack stared, weighted like lead, his legs immobile. Then Olivia noticed him. Seeing him, she let go of Tommy's arm quick. "Jack, why were you here?" She hurried over, scanning him worriedly. "You look pale. Why didn't you call me? And you? Together with this guy?" Jack sidestepped her touch. Tommy extended his hand openly. "Hi, I'm Tommy. Olivia's." He let his words hang, adding no further. Olivia jumped in, "Just friends." Tommy's expression shifted, not conceding. "Nice to meet you. I'm getting married next month. Hope you can come." Hearing that, Olivia glared at him darkly. "Tommy, he doesn't know you. Why invite him to your wedding? He doesn't know me, he knows you well. We're close, so all around we know each other, right?" Facing his blatant provocation, Jack smiled at Olivia, gently asking, "Olivia, wasn't our wedding originally set that day too? You said you had something then, so, attending his wedding?" Olivia panicked, shook her head fast. "Absolutely not. It's work. I'm going overseas, don't overthink." "Really?" Her nervousness was plain, but Jack was already done with it. "Sorry, I'm busy that day." "Quite a coincidence." "Yes, it is, because I'm getting married that day too." As soon as he finished speaking, Olivia looked at him nervously. "What are you talking about, Jack? Didn't our wedding get postponed?" Seeing her anxious expression, Jack took a deep breath, calming himself down. "Nothing, just talking nonsense. I can't make it that day." He turned to leave, but Olivia tried to follow. Jack stopped her. "You're here with your friend for a medical appointment. It's not good to leave him alone. I'll manage by myself. Don't worry about me." Watching Jack walk away, Olivia felt a sharp pain in her chest. Seeing her concern for Jack, Tommy frowned. "Olivia, I'm in so much pain. My whole body hurts. Can you take me home?" Olivia was already upset by Jack's attitude and couldn't focus on Tommy for the moment. "Know your place and stop provoking him," she snapped. When Jack got home, he continued packing his things. He couldn't stand staying in that place another moment. Luckily, there wasn't too much stuff. Soon, he had everything packed into one suitcase. After finishing up, he grabbed the suitcase and went downstairs. He stopped by the table and saw the chocolates Olivia had given him yesterday. With a cold sneer, he tossed them into the trash. A housemaid noticed this and was confused. "Sir, didn't Miss give these to you? Don't you want them?" Jack replied with a blank expression. "Things used by others, I find dirty." The chocolates seemed perfectly fine. How could they have been used? The maid didn't understand why he was tossing them out. Jack was too tired to explain. He rushed back upstairs and threw all the clothes and bags Olivia had given him over the years into one big bag. "Throw these away." "Them away?" The housemaid paused. "Sir, didn't you once treasure these? Saying they were from Miss and you couldn't even bear to wear them. Didn't you hear what I said?" He also took out the expensive watches and ties he'd gifted Olivia before. "Donate them. These are expensive gifts for Miss," the maid protested. "I said donate them." Once Jack had spoken, the staff dared not disobey, so they quickly took the items away. After sorting everything, Jack got out his phone and booked a plane ticket. He was going home. He was leaving the next day. After booking the ticket, a message popped up on his phone. It was from an unknown number. Jack opened it and found a suggestive photo. It was of Olivia and Tommy. Jack, if you're not a fool, you should know that my relationship with Olivia isn't simple. Curious why we were at the hospital? It was because things got a bit intense between us in the bar. We got hurt accidentally. Oh, and I'm getting married next month. The bride? Your girlfriend, Olivia. I'm her first love. You're just filling in for the past 5 years while she was feeling empty. Every word was dripping with provocation. Seeing the pictures and reading the message, Jack couldn't help but seethe with anger. 5 years of emotions don't just disappear. Jack's hand shook slightly, his eyes turning red. That's when Olivia returned. She hugged him from behind, whispering, "Jack, why are you upset again? I'm back. Nothing is going on with him. I just drank too much with the girls last night and didn't come home. Tommy's just a friend, back from abroad. I only ran into him this morning. Don't overthink it." Hearing her explanation, Jack wiped his tears and turned off his phone. "I know." He pushed her away, silently staring at her. Even though her face looked unchanged from 5 years ago, pure and clean, her heart had changed. Jack couldn't hold back and gripped her shoulders tightly. Olivia winced in pain, but somehow felt relieved. "If you're upset, squeeze harder," she offered. "It's fine with me, just don't be mad." Such affection felt disgusting to Jack. He gripped her arm again. She asked for it. "Olivia, remember what I said? I could forgive anything but betrayal. If you betray me, I'll marry someone else." Olivia's face changed instantly. "Jack, what are you saying?" Olivia, promised you till the end, and I will always love you. I won't change my heart. Never." She loved him the most, yet ended up in the hospital with another man. She loved him most, yet postponed the wedding to cover for someone else. Jack stared at her, trying to see into her heart, to understand what she was thinking. Finally, he just nodded and didn't say anything. "I know." Olivia hugged him again, but Jack pushed her away. Every time she got close, memories of her hugging Tommy in the bar resurfaced. Too disgusting, too much repulsion. Then Olivia noticed his suitcase for the first time. Her newly settled heart grew uneasy again. "Whose suitcase is this? Where are you going?" she asked, gripping his arm. "Oh, my mom said it's time to visit before the wedding," he replied. "Is that it?" Olivia sighed in relief. "I know some places have that tradition, not seeing each other before the wedding. Even though it's postponed, if you miss home, you should stay a few more days." "Yeah." Jack smiled faintly but said nothing, grabbing his suitcase to leave. Olivia offered, "I'll take you back." He gave her a sarcastic grin. "No need. Don't people say the groom and bride indulge a bit before the wedding? Olivia, you might need that too." "That's not like me," Olivia reassured him. "Jack, I promise not to do anything to hurt you. Once you're gone, I'll stay virtuous until our wedding day." Jack lowered his head slowly, feeling like he'd lost all hope. "Okay, take care then. I'm leaving." With that, he pushed past her and left without looking back. Watching him leave, Olivia felt a strange sensation but couldn't pinpoint why. Not long after, she went to contact Tommy again. Finally, he came home. His parents were so happy, asking him all sorts of questions. "So you finally decided to come back," his dad said. "The Wilsons already agreed for the wedding on the 1st of next month. But didn't you say you were supposed to marry Olivia on that day? What happened? Did you change brides all of a sudden?" "Yeah, kiddo, marriage is no joke. Just marry whoever you love. We're reasonable people." Jack didn't want to talk. He was exhausted. "Mom, Dad, I'm really tired. I just want to go to my room and sleep." Dragging his weary body upstairs, he knew his parents sensed his mood and didn't press further. "All right then, you get some rest. Before the wedding, should we arrange for you to meet the girl?" his mom asked. "No need. If she's okay with it, then I'll see her on the wedding day," Jack replied. He figured since he had already decided to get married, it didn't matter if they met beforehand. Eventually, the wedding day approached, and Olivia started to sense something was off. At her bachelorette party, she vented to her friends. Jack's been ignoring me lately, not even answering my calls. Do you think he found out something? She wondered. No way. We kept it under wraps so well. Tomorrow, just focus on marrying Tommy. Okay? Yeah, just be with Tommy, one friend added. He doesn't have much time left. Once this month is over, Jack will be right back with you. Despite her unease, the wedding day with Tommy had arrived, and Olivia couldn't afford to worry anymore. The next morning, Jack sat in front of the mirror in his room. His mom was overjoyed, her laughter turning into tears. My son, you're finally getting married today. Mom, marriage is a happy thing. Why are you crying? How can I not? You rascal, you're all grown up, she sobbed. Luckily, we know the Wilsons well, and Laura's a sweet girl. She's just back from Kyoto, and I heard she's a lovely army officer, not worse than Olivia. She tried to show him a picture on her phone, but Jack stopped her. No need, Mom. I'll see her in person soon enough. Jack checked the time. It was already 7 a.m. He needed to head to the hotel, and Olivia should be on her way too. It was time to announce to everyone that he was getting married. He picked up his phone and posted, "Getting married. Wish me luck." The comments rolled in fast. Congrats, congrats. 5 years and the lovebirds finally tie the knot. One said, finally marrying Olivia. So envious of you too. Another added, wishing you and Olivia eternal happiness. A third one chimed in. Jack read these comments with a faint, bitter smile. See, everyone thought he was marrying Olivia, but she was off to marry her first love, and he was set to wed a stranger. Olivia, filled with unease, had a nagging feeling. Her friends reassured her it was nothing, just her mind playing tricks. She got into the wedding car with Tommy and headed to the hotel where she had planned to marry Jack. As soon as they arrived, a few long-lost friends came over, smiling. Congrats, Olivia, finally getting married. Huh? Yeah, but where's Jack? We haven't seen him. Jack? Olivia replied awkwardly. I'm not marrying him today. No way. Stop kidding. One friend said, Jack posted this morning that he's getting married. Isn't it to you? Another puzzled friend asked, that can't be right. The hotel is booked for today. How is it not you he's marrying? Quit joking, Olivia. Stunned, Olivia asked, what did you say? Jack posted about getting married today? She snatched the phone and, seeing Jack's post, her mind went blank. He couldn't be getting married. To who? Just then, a car pulled up, and out stepped Jack in a suit. Seeing him, Olivia's face turned pale. Jack, why are you here? She asked, panic-stricken. Jack exited the car, facing her with a sarcastic smirk. I was about to ask the same thing. He glanced at Tommy standing there in the suit Jack had chosen, in the place he thought was meant for him. Tommy's expression was also grim, realizing Jack was there to interrupt the wedding. Olivia was at a loss for words. Jack, you must have known about Olivia marrying today, so you showed up in a suit to take her away, right? Tommy, weakly coughing, pleaded, Jack, don't ruin my wedding. Please, I'm dying soon. Just let me marry her before I go. It's my only wish. He was earnest, but Jack stayed unmoved. Tommy bent forward, bowing deeply. More people gathered, witnessing this scene, assuming Jack was the intruder. Jack, I love Olivia, but I'm terminally ill. My only wish is to marry her before I die. Please let me have this. Faced with such a plea, Jack found it ridiculous. Olivia couldn't stand it anymore and helped Tommy to his feet. Tommy, stop. Jack is understanding. He'll let you have this. She turned to Jack, taking his hand. Sorry, Jack. I didn't mean to hide it from you. But as Tommy's condition worsens, I can't just ignore his last wish. Be good, go home. After this, I'll come back to you. Jack shook off her hand, expressionless. Olivia, why do you think I'm here because of you? Jack, stop fooling around. It's my fault today. Okay? I promise we'll. Yeah, brother-in-law, her friends chorused. Let Olivia and Tommy have this day. Don't make a scene. Olivia still loves you, you know. So her actions show she's got a sense of responsibility. Come on. Brother-in-law, you're a generous man, just go back already. Jack looked at the group of women in front of him and let out a cold laugh. Each one of them was really generous. Too bad Jack couldn't do it. I'll say it again. I'm not here for you today. With that, Jack got ready to walk into the hall, but Tommy blocked his path. Jack, you're not going to do me a solid, huh? You want to see me dead, right? As soon as he finished, he suddenly moved towards a nearby column and smacked his head against it. The crowd was stunned as blood dripped from his forehead, staining the white suit red. Tommy. This move wiped away any hesitation and guilt in Olivia's heart. She held Tommy and asked with concern, "Why'd you have to do that?" "Olivia, my biggest dream is to marry you. Now Jack won't let it happen, so I might as well just die right now. Don't worry, I don't blame you, and I don't blame Jack. Blame it on my lousy luck." Then he even spat out some blood. Seeing him like this, Olivia looked up at Jack with a gradually colder gaze. "Jack, do you seriously need to see Tommy hurt himself before you're satisfied? Since when did you become so cruel and cold-hearted?" Her questioning made Jack feel a stab of pain inside. So this was how she saw him all along. But whatever, he'd had enough of this drama anyway. "Olivia, the wedding ceremony's about to start. Let's hurry inside." Olivia helped Tommy up, gave Jack one last look, and left without turning back. Someone approached to offer Jack a few comforting words. "Jack, no need for this, really. Since Olivia said the guy doesn't have long to live, stop making a fuss and go back. So many people are watching. Like I said, I'm not here for Olivia today. I'm getting married today right in the next hall. You're welcome to swing by if you've got time." With that, Jack walked into the hotel lobby. Everyone exchanged glances, unsure whether to believe Jack or not. Olivia sure was something. Two guys fighting over her. When Jack entered, most of his family was already there, except for the bride. Jack's mom seemed worried. "Laura wouldn't bail on us, right? Don't be silly, the Wilsons are here. Laura wouldn't just not show up. I heard she was heading back yesterday, probably just running late." His parents were starting to stress a little, but Jack sat there with a blank face. Saying he wasn't anxious would be a lie. He was about to marry a complete stranger. He didn't even know if she was pretty or ugly, tall or short. Regrets? No, not really. He wasn't getting any younger. It was time to settle down. If it wasn't with someone he loved, then whoever it was didn't really matter. Next door, the host's voice echoed, and Jack glanced over. Meanwhile, standing in front of the host, Olivia was obviously distracted. Her mind was flooded with thoughts of Jack, wondering if he'd gone, if he'd forgive her. "Mr. Tommy, do you take Miss Olivia as your lawful wedded wife, to love and cherish her through wealth or poverty, sickness or health, as long as you both shall live?" Eagerly, Tommy responded to the host, "I do." "Miss Olivia, do you take Mr. Tommy as your lawful wedded husband, to solely love and care for him forever and never leave his side?" Lost deep in thoughts of Jack, Olivia didn't even hear the host. "Miss Olivia, do you take Mr. Tommy as your husband?" the host asked again, but Olivia still didn't react. A little anxious, Tommy gently tugged on Olivia's wedding dress. "What is it?" "The host is waiting for your reply." "Oh, I'm sorry." Olivia snapped back to her senses, ready to respond, when someone in the crowd spoke up. Turns out Jack wasn't kidding. He's actually getting married today, right next door. "No way, really? Why don't we just check it out? What's with them? 5 years of dating and no wedding, then suddenly getting hitched separately? Unexpected, for sure." So people started running out to see. Oddly enough, even though Olivia knew Jack was causing a scene, her heart still couldn't stop feeling uneasy. She started to follow the crowd out. Tommy grabbed her, shaking his head repeatedly. "Olivia, please don't go. It's our wedding day with all these friends and family here. If you walk out on me, I'll be humiliated." Olivia held his hand. "I'm just going to take a quick look. I'll be right back." Jack has always been composed, but pulling something like this today, I'm worried. "And what about me? Don't you worry about me? I'm dying here." With that, Tommy began to cough violently. Olivia didn't even glance at him. "Sorry, I need to see for myself. If Jack really married someone else, she'd regret it for the rest of her life." "I'm going with you." Tommy and Olivia stepped down from the stage together, leaving the guests confused and the host at a loss for what to do. What a mess. The bride and groom both darting off in the middle of their wedding. Meanwhile, at Jack's side, it was almost time, but still no bride. Despite the Wilsons' apologies, saying Laura was on her way, the murmurs in the audience grew louder. Could Olivia actually be right? Was this wedding just a sham, Jack's way of getting back at Olivia? What's going on? So where are we supposed to eat, then? I'd say we should stick with Olivia's side. More reliable since this one doesn't even have a bride. Before, Tommy feared Jack might really marry someone else, and Olivia would be so shaken she'd go back to Jack and not marry him. But now, hearing there wasn't even a bride, he was relieved and ready to cause a scene. Jack, you really don't have to do this. Tommy walked over and said with feigned concern. Why make such a scene? Have everyone come see you and Olivia be the butt of a joke? Olivia felt relieved she hadn't seen the bride yet. She thought Tommy was right. This whole mess made her lose face. Jack, stop this and come down. Go wait for me at home. Jack scoffed. Wait for you? Olivia, why would you think I'd still wait? I waited 5 years. And now you're marrying someone else. What do you want, Jack, to stop? Olivia's face turned sour. Jack saw her expression and found it ironic. I'm waiting for my bride. Once our wedding is done, I'll go back. Jack, stop pretending. There's no bride, is there? Why hasn't she shown up? Tommy grabbed Olivia's hand. Olivia, he's doing this to get a rise out of you. It's just a show. Let's leave. Okay? Olivia believed Tommy and turned to leave. Jack called out, Olivia, you're here already. Won't you have a drink at my wedding before going? He stepped down from the stage, poured a drink, and offered it to her. Olivia didn't take it, feeling he was being ridiculous. Jack, this isn't funny. If you wanted to put on a show, you should have hired a bride. Not play all roles by yourself. What show? Jack's father interjected. My son is here to get married, not put on a play. You're welcome to stay for the celebration, but if you're here to cause trouble, please leave. Seeing Jack's father, Olivia frowned. Uncle, are you joining his antics too? Dad. Ignore her, Jack said, taking a deep breath. Laura doesn't show up. Olivia won't believe I'm getting married. Whatever. Doesn't matter if you believe it or not. All right. I don't have time for your drama. Jack, if you're really getting married, then congrats. Olivia didn't argue further. Convinced it was all a bluff, she drank that glass, ready to walk away. Tommy turned back, smirking at Jack. Just then, the doors swung open. A woman, dusty and wearing dirty clothes, walked in. Jack's parents gasped. Laura, you finally made it. Jack looked up, seeing the woman he intended to marry. But she was covered in dirt, clothes torn, clearly not wedding ready. Her features were indistinct under the grime, but she carried herself with a notable grace. His father had said she was an officer, with a posture tall and elegant. Jack raised his eyebrows, a pleasant surprise. Sorry, Mom, Dad. I'm late, Laura said, even before she could explain. Tommy shouted in disbelief. A beggar? Jack, is this who you're marrying? His voice was so loud everyone heard. Olivia snapped. Jack, if you want to annoy me, don't get a beggar to stand in. Laura frowned, glancing at herself. She'd had a car crash and pulled an old woman from beneath the wreck, hence her disheveled state. But them mistaking her for a beggar was too much. She couldn't be bothered to explain and looked at her groom. His aura was striking, looks unquestionable. But who knows about his character? Even if she were a beggar, she's who I'm marrying, Jack declared, going to Laura and taking her hand. Olivia, meet my wife, Laura. Laura? Olivia was stunned. She remembered Jack mentioning a betrothed named Laura. But she'd assumed Jack would never leave her, so she brushed off the thought. Now, he was actually marrying that woman? Jack, haven't you had enough? Come with me if you have. Olivia's voice trembled as she grabbed Jack's wrist, trying to pull him away. Jack stayed put while Laura pulled Olivia's hand away. He doesn't want to go with you. Can't you see? Laura had heard about Jack's 5-year girlfriend and figured Olivia was her. Sizing Olivia up, Laura thought she looked rather ordinary. Seems her new husband didn't have the best taste. And who are you? Why should I listen to you? Olivia was panicking, her heart racing, legs shaky. Can't you tell? I'm Jack's wife. Laura confidently put her arm around Jack's waist. Watching her touch Jack, Olivia went pale. Don't touch him. About to pounce, Jack's father intervened. Olivia, this is my son's wedding. What are you doing? Uncle, Jack can't marry someone else. He's my boyfriend. Justifying her claim, Jack's father sneered. He's your boyfriend? Then who's the guy beside you? Olivia, today is a joyous one. Let's not clash. Best you leave now. Uncle, she's just a beggar. You're letting Jack marry a beggar? Beggar? Who said our colonel is a beggar? A group of women marched in, standing erect and commanding. Everyone was startled. Even Jack realized this dusty woman was a colonel? Becoming a colonel so young, Jack's wife was impressive. Someone whispered, yeah, and she's a woman way better than Olivia who's only a CEO. No way. Olivia shook her head in disbelief, looking at Jack. You said you'd only marry me. You said the same, that you'd only marry me. Jack weakly lifted his gaze and looked at her. Did you forget? I made a vow. If you ever betrayed me, I would marry someone else. Olivia, that was our promise, wasn't it? Olivia was scared to her core. She finally realized Jack wasn't kidding. I'm sorry, Jack. I'm so sorry. Please forgive me. I won't marry Tommy. I won't see him again. Just give me one more chance. Please? Take her away, Laura said. Her subordinates came over and surrounded Olivia. Not wanting to scare the man beside her, Laura turned to ask his opinion. Honey, what do you think? The word honey made Jack's cheeks turn red quickly. He turned to meet the woman beside him, falling momentarily for her gentle eyes. But he quickly snapped back to reality. Yeah, he nodded, agreeing. He didn't want to see Olivia now. He just wanted this drama to end. Jack, I was wrong. Forgive me. Olivia wouldn't leave, clinging to Jack's hand, refusing to let go. Are you really going to marry someone you don't love? You love me. You loved me for 5 years, remember? Indeed, he loved her for 5 whole years. So many days and nights. They were happy until Tommy showed up. But this was her choice. He had given her a chance which she didn't cherish. Looking at her sincere expression, Jack once again pulled her hand away. He looked at her, saying nothing. Seeing this, Laura spoke firmly. Take her away. Olivia was pulled outside, collapsing at Jack's feet, desperately apologizing. Jack, please don't marry her. I'll marry you, okay? We can get married right now if you want. For the first time, Jack saw Olivia in such a pitiful state. In the past, he probably would have felt sorry for her. But now, he didn't even want to look. He closed his eyes, turned around, and stepped toward the stage. Everyone, today Olivia and I are both getting married. My wedding is here, hers is next door. Many of you are friends with both of us. Feel free to attend whichever ceremony you'd like. If you want to stay, have a drink before you leave. Otherwise, you can go now. As Jack finished, Laura's people continued to drag Olivia away, but she kept making a scene. Tommy shouted, Olivia, stop it. Can't you see Jack has decided to marry someone else? Let's just leave. Let's get married. Get lost. Get away. Olivia's eyes were bloodshot, pushing the man beside her aside, growling, I'm not marrying you. The only person I want to marry is Jack. But he doesn't want you. He's marrying someone else. Tommy frowned, thinking Jack was there to steal Olivia from him. He underestimated Jack, who planned to marry someone else on the same day. He knew Olivia loved Jack unknowingly, and with things like this, he had no chance. No, I don't believe it. He's mine. He won't marry someone else. Olivia kept causing a scene, and the Wilsons couldn't take it anymore. Miss, if you don't stop, don't blame us for being rude. Olivia didn't listen, and Jack's mother slapped her first. Olivia, I've had enough of you. You've been with my son for 5 years. Not only do you refuse to marry him, but you deceive him, using his wedding venue to marry another man. My son treated you so well, yet you constantly betrayed him. If you don't stop, I'll knock some sense into you for him. I'm not leaving. I won't leave. I want to marry Jack. If you agree, we'll get married right now. I swear to love him forever. Olivia's face was swollen, but she still refused to leave. Laura's father was influential, and with a glance, several people rushed over to drag Olivia out forcefully. Her mouth bleeding, Olivia still refused to leave. Tommy spoke up. Jack, are you just going to watch Olivia get hit like this? She's like this because of you. Are you satisfied? Jack looked at Olivia, who was beaten black and blue, and calmly walked toward her. Laura stopped him. If you need help, just say the word. Jack shook his head. Thanks, but I'll handle this myself. Jack. Olivia, with blood on her lips, forced a smile upon seeing him. I'll marry you. Let's get married right now. Okay? Olivia, don't be foolish. I don't love you anymore. I'm not going to marry you. Jack's words plunged Olivia's heart into despair. Impossible. You don't love me? How can you not love me? Jack, I knew it. You're secretly seeing her, aren't you? Tommy, stirring trouble, insisted. You betrayed Olivia first, and now you're pretending. I betrayed Olivia first? Jack laughed. My family and the Wilsons can vouch that I met Laura for the first time today. We've never been involved. But you, Mr. E, you knew Olivia and I were a couple, yet you wanted her to marry you. If there's betrayal, it's her betraying me, don't you agree? Olivia and I are innocent. She only agreed to marry me to fulfill my last wish. We've done nothing wrong. Tommy kept defending Olivia, while Jack took a deep breath and looked at her. What about you, Olivia? Can you say you've never wronged me? Olivia panicked, glancing guiltily at Jack. After thinking for a long time, she eventually shook her head. No, Jack, there's nothing between me and Tommy. We've never done anything. I only love you. Hearing her say that, the last bit of hope Jack had for her vanished completely. Looking at her swollen face, Jack felt he had been wrong about this woman all these years. He closed his eyes and handed his phone over to the wedding planner. Help me put these photos up on the big screen. The staff was momentarily shocked when they saw the photos, but they quickly complied. Everyone stared at Jack, puzzled, until one by one, photos of them in bed and taunting texts from Tommy to Jack appeared on the screen. Message after message, it all played out in front of everyone. Tommy looked at Jack in disbelief. He had saved everything. Even the texts were screenshotted. Oh my God. How could this happen? Olivia is just ridiculous. She claims they were just friends, but they'd been in bed together. There's nothing innocent about that. In that instant, Olivia and Tommy became the targets of everyone's judgment. Olivia's face was battered so much it was unreadable. She stood there, stunned. After what felt like forever, she turned her head to look at the man beside her. She grabbed his wrist with great force. Tommy, I told you to know your place, not to provoke him. Are you crazy? You sent those photos to Jack? Her appearance was terrifying, and Tommy was a little scared. I'm sorry, Olivia. I just love you too much. That's why I did it. Please forgive me. Okay? Olivia, do you have anything else to say? Jack was tired, really tired. He hadn't wanted things to get to this point. Yet, Olivia had the nerve to deny everything so stubbornly. If the evidence wasn't right in front of her, she'd never let it go. Olivia went silent. She sat down on the ground, head lowered, not saying a word. Jack's father called for her to be dragged out, and this time, Olivia didn't resist. Laura hadn't been involved from the beginning. By the time Jack saw her again, she was dressed in her white wedding gown, and her face was clean and fresh. Jack finally saw what his future wife looked like. She was beautiful. Laura stood before him, confident and radiant. From the moment she walked in, her impression of Jack only got better. The scene of him putting the photos up on the big screen earlier, it was undeniably satisfying. Now that the irrelevant people are gone, can we continue? Laura extended her hand towards Jack, and he nodded, grasping her hand. Her hand was different from Olivia's, a bit rough and calloused, yet it gave Jack an unexpected sense of security. Marry me. You won't regret it, right? Laura glanced at the man beside her, her smile charming. I won't. Jack turned to look at her. I made this decision myself. I won't regret it. Good. Laura appreciated him. Neither will I. During the wedding, there was knocking at the door. Someone said Olivia was causing a scene outside. She finally realized Jack was marrying someone else and was desperate to stop it. But Laura's people kept her out. She couldn't get in. After the ceremony, Laura and Jack made rounds to toast with the guests. At the table with his and Olivia's mutual friends, everyone commented, "Jack, you found a good woman. Olivia was awful, right? I mean, today was supposed to be your wedding, but it turned into her and Tommy's spectacle. Unbelievable. Congrats, Jack. Don't ever look back." Jack chuckled. "Don't worry, I won't." He downed his drink in one go and glanced once more towards the door. Look back? Jack would never go back to Olivia in this lifetime. The wedding dragged on from early morning till the afternoon, around 2 or 3 o'clock. Jack was exhausted. After sending off his friends, the wedding finally concluded for him. His parents still entertained relatives and friends, so Jack left with Laura. "Can we use the back door?" Just as they were about to leave, Jack stopped. He was worried Olivia was still by the door, and he didn't want to see her. Laura noticed his concern and nodded. "Sure, we'll go wherever you say. You're my husband. I'll listen to you." She leaned in, her beautiful face getting closer to Jack's. Jack's face turned beet red, like an apple, very cute. Laura couldn't help but giggle. "So easy to blush. Doesn't seem like you've been in a relationship for 5 years. What about you?" Jack looked at her, unable to resist asking. "Laura, so pretty, you must have had lots of boyfriends, right?" "Laura?" She raised an eyebrow. "Who are you calling?" She continued to tease him, watching his face go from blushing cheeks to red ears, her smile growing even brighter. "I'm just not used to it." Jack lowered his head, not finishing his sentence. Laura wouldn't let it go. "Not used to what?" "Not used to calling you, what, wife?" Jack glared, flustered. Laura laughed, cheerfully responding, "Yes, husband." "You?" Realizing she was teasing him, Jack felt a bit frustrated. Just as he was about to get upset, Laura took his hand. "All right, let's save the flirting for home. Doing it here isn't quite right. Husband, we have all the time in the world. Let's take it slow." Laura led Jack out the back door, and once they got into the car, Jack saw Olivia running after them in the rearview mirror. She was still relentless. As Laura was about to drive off, Olivia chased after them, shouting, "Jack, don't go. I was wrong. I really messed up. Please forgive me." Tommy trailed behind her, trying to catch up. "Olivia, wait for me. I can't run." Laura glanced at Jack. "Do you want to?" "No need." He cut her off before she could finish. His face was expressionless as he looked away, speaking calmly, "Drive." Laura didn't hesitate. She floored the gas pedal, and the car sped off into the distance. Olivia couldn't catch up and stood there, stunned, unmoving. Tommy ran over, breathless, grabbing her arm. "Olivia, Jack's already married. Stop chasing him, okay? Let's go back. The guests are waiting for us to get married." "Get married? Married for what?" Olivia chuckled. "Can't you see? Jack's gone. He left with another woman." "Yes, Jack's gone, but I'm still here. You promised me you'd marry me today, right?" Tommy brushed his messy hair and forced a smile. "Let's go back. We'll get married right away. You go." "I won't marry you." Olivia ignored him, walking forward step by step, like a zombie, her eyes empty and aimless. Seeing her like this, Tommy panicked. "I'm begging you, don't be like this, okay? Jack doesn't want you." "I do. Olivia, remember? I'm dying, and you promised to marry me before I die. I don't love you. I love Jack. If I do get married, it'll only be to him." Olivia blinked. "Without Jack, I'll die too." As soon as she finished her sentence, she collapsed to the ground and fainted. Tommy was shocked. "Olivia." In the car, Jack turned his head to look out the window, feeling exhausted. He closed his eyes, trying to take a nap. Laura casually grabbed a blanket from the back seat and tossed it to him. "Cover up, don't catch a cold." Jack took the blanket and gave her a small smile. "Thanks. Where are we headed?" "To the Wilsons to grab my stuff." The car drove for about half an hour before finally stopping at the Wilsons' place. Jack hadn't even had a chance to get out when the car door was pulled open by a woman. "Come on, husband, help me pack. We're going to our new home." Jack had bought a house with the idea that he'd live there someday with Olivia. But now, the person moving in was a stranger. Jack got out of the car, looking at the mansion in front of him, frowning unconsciously. This house was actually bigger than Olivia's. He glanced at the woman next to him, curious. The family wasn't poor, but not exactly rich either. How did his dad ever arrange a marriage with such a prominent family? "Why are you looking at me? It's not mine. It's my dad's. He's wealthy." Laura gave a faint smile. "I'm frugal. You'll have to support me now." Once they'd packed, Laura followed Jack to the new home. The decor was black and white, cold as soon as you walked in. Laura looked around, realizing even the sheets and curtains were black and white. She stood still with no desire to go in. "What's up?" Noticing her expression, Jack shrugged. "Don't like it? It's a guy's room. It's supposed to be like this." "I don't like it." Laura suddenly felt energized. "Do you have time? What do you want to do?" Jack took a few steps back, feeling a vague sense of uneasiness. "I want you to accompany me somewhere." Laura took Jack to the mall, picking out some cute trinkets and nice bedding. Everything was in girly colors, so bright it gave Jack a headache. "We've been married a few hours, and you're already invading my bedroom?" "Not happy." Laura turned and asked him, "Do you want a divorce, Jack?" "I'm ready whenever." Jack was speechless. He hadn't expected to marry a Spitfire. "You're pretty sharp-tongued. So are you. How come you're not like this around Olivia?" Mentioning Olivia made Jack drop his head, his mood suddenly darkening. "Forget it. If you don't like it, we won't buy it." She was ready to leave when Jack quickly pulled her back. Bye. Clerk, wrap up everything my wife picked out. Swipe the card." Handing over his card with flair, Laura laughed at him. "Aren't you scared I'll spend all your money?" "Not afraid. Buy whatever you want." "Okay, you said it." Laura bought a bunch of stuff, even her toiletries. Back at Jack's place, she started redecorating the room. From the bedding down to the bathroom's toothbrushes and towels, she replaced everything. Even Jack's worn slippers got tossed. She replaced them with pink and blue couple slippers. It seemed like all the toiletries turned into couples items. Laura was busy in the room, and Jack watched her silently. Though he'd had a 5-year relationship, he'd always handled everything himself. A girl suddenly coming in to take over, especially as his lawful wife, left him feeling complicated. After tidying up, Laura also felt a bit conflicted. When her dad called urging her to hurry home for marriage, she had hesitated. After all, she hadn't met him before, but heard he had a 5-year-long girlfriend, refusing to marry her all these years. Who knew he'd suddenly agree to marry her? Initially unwilling, thinking she'd be marrying to save face, she got interested when her dad mentioned his wedding was the same day as his girlfriend's. She hurried back. Seeing him now, she found him more interesting than expected. All done. After everything was sorted, night had fallen. Laura yawned, then plopped into bed. "Okay, bedtime." Jack watched her get into bed, snapping out of his daze. Having married, it made sense for them to share a bed. He wasn't quite ready to sleep together. On the first day they'd met, "You sleep first, I'm not tired yet." Jack took a seat on the sofa, pretending to read. His little ploy didn't escape Laura, who chuckled and got out of bed. "All right, I'll stop teasing. I know you're tired. Get some sleep." She left and went to the guest room. Jack let out a sigh of relief, gazing at the moonlight outside the window, with Olivia's image popping up in his mind. She was pretty badly hurt. He had no idea how she was doing now. He kept telling himself he didn't love her anymore. He promised himself he wouldn't think about her anymore, but he just couldn't help it. Jack sighed and was about to fall asleep when his phone rang. Seeing the number, Jack tightened his grip on the phone. It was Olivia. He didn't want to pick it up, but it kept ringing. Eventually, he answered. "Hello? Jack, if you have any conscience left, get to the hospital quick. Olivia's dying." It wasn't Olivia's voice, but Tommy's. Jack's heart tightened. What are you talking about? Hospital, come if you want. Tommy hung up, and Jack sat there, his mind in chaos. He didn't want to see Olivia anymore. Not in this lifetime. But thinking back to earlier, the Wilsons had hit her at the wedding, and if something really happened to Olivia, both the Wilsons and his family would have to deal with the mess. He couldn't ignore it. So he headed to find Olivia. Laura saw him leaving and frowned. Where are you going? Olivia's dying. I have to see her. She scoffed, watching him all worried. Laura sneered. See? You can't let her go. Plus, a girl like her causing a scene just embarrasses us. Jack explained, if you're free, come with me. If not, I'll go alone. I'll come. I want to see what she's up to. When they got to the hospital, Olivia had just come out of surgery and was unconscious. Tommy, still in his suit, sat blankly by her bed. Seeing Jack, he rushed over, nearly scratching Jack's face. Why? Why did you have to ruin my wedding with Olivia? Laura, a woman, blocked Tommy, leaving him fuming and helpless. Just look at Olivia, unconscious because of you. She wouldn't marry me because she can't forget you. Are you happy now? Ignoring his outburst, Jack frowned and approached Olivia's bedside. Her face was pale, eyes shut tight, looking practically lifeless. If the surgery went well, she'll be okay, right? Jack, she called out, eyes closed. Olivia looked agonized, her hands flailing like she was trying to grab onto something. Tommy reached out, eagerly grasping her hand. Olivia, I'm right here. You're not Jack. She pulled her hand away from Tommy, starting to get agitated. A nurse came in and said, Did you hear her shouting for Jack? Is anyone here, Jack? Go calm her down. Can't you see how upset she is? Do you want her to die? Jack had no choice. He walked over and took Olivia's hand. I'm here, he said. Sure enough, Olivia held onto his hand, and hearing his voice, she calmed down. Tommy's eyes dulled as he watched this scene. He turned and walked away with heavy steps. Only Jack, Olivia, and Laura remained in the room. Olivia clutched Jack's hand tightly, and he knew he wasn't leaving anytime soon. Laura, you should head home. I'm not tired, Laura said. Laura swung her long legs, lying down on a chair beside them. I'll stay with you tonight. Seeing her settle in, eyes closed, Jack didn't push it. After spending the night by Olivia's side, Jack felt his legs numb from sitting by the bed. When he opened his eyes, he found Olivia awake, staring at him, full of emotion. He tried to pull his hand away, but Olivia wouldn't let go. His right arm had gone numb. Jack sighed. Let go, okay? No way, Jack. I'm never letting you go. Olivia tried to sit up with all her strength, but she couldn't manage. Jack sighed and helped her up. My hand's asleep too. You can't hold on to me forever, right? She finally let go, seeing as she couldn't argue with that. As soon as she released him, Jack headed for the door. Olivia panicked. Jack, where are you going? Bathroom. Olivia looked deeply at him. Jack, does this mean you forgive me? You were with me all night. Does it mean you still love me and care for me? If he hadn't seen her getting cozy with Tommy in the bar's VIP room, if he hadn't known she rushed Tommy to their bed right after leaving their home, he might have believed it. But now it just seemed laughable. Olivia, don't get the wrong idea. I'm here because I'm worried your condition might affect the Wilsons and the Smiths' reputations, that's all. Saying this, Jack went into the bathroom. Olivia almost jumped off the bed, but then Laura appeared before her. Seeing Laura, Olivia's expression darkened immediately. Laura, what are you doing here? What do you think? Laura crossed her arms, coldly staring down at Olivia. Olivia, huh? Jack turned me down over and over because of you? Jack turned you down because of me? Olivia's guilt deepened. All those years, she thought no woman would choose Jack over her. She never considered he might have been promised to someone else who was even better than her. At that moment, she realized how terribly wrong she had been. If she could go back, she'd never have agreed to marry Tommy. Okay, you're awake now. My husband and I need to go home and rest too. Laura was too tired to argue, so when she saw Jack come out of the bathroom, she grabbed his hand and bossily said, Let's go home. I'm tired. Jack didn't want to stay any longer and got ready to leave with Laura. No, Jack, don't go. Don't leave me. Olivia was so upset, she fell right off the bed. She was too weak to walk, so she just started crawling on the ground. Seeing her like that, Jack frowned. Olivia, why are you doing this? Jack, please don't go. Okay? I really know I was wrong. I'm begging you, don't leave. Watching her pathetic display, Laura felt a surge of anger. She walked over, picked Olivia up off the floor, and tossed her back onto the bed. If you're a woman, don't make a mess of things. I'm warning you, Jack is my husband now. Stop bothering him or I won't be nice. Laura didn't give Olivia another look as she took Jack's hand and walked out. She moved quickly, and Jack struggled to keep up with her pace. Once they were in the car, Laura turned to him. I dragged you away like this. You don't mind, do you? You're not going back to her, are you? The woman in front of him was gorgeous, but her words were sharp. Whatever positive impression he'd started to have was quickly gone. None of your business. None of my business? I'm your wife. Laura leaned in, reducing the space between them until he could see every detail on her face. Jack felt his heart race at the closeness. What are you doing? He wanted to back away, but Laura came even closer, scaring him enough to close his eyes. Finally, there was a click. She'd buckled his seatbelt. Laura glanced at his flushed cheeks, chuckling as she sat back up straight. What did you think I was going to do? Kiss you? Jack quickly turned his head, mumbling, No, you should kiss me. Why? Jack looked at her, confused. What kind of good girl spends her wedding night keeping her husband company with his ex-girlfriend? Seeing her displeasure, Jack looked down. Sorry, I didn't mean it. I wanted to leave last night too, but I was worried something might happen and it would affect my dad. Then kiss me and I'll forgive you. Laura pointed to her cheek right here. Jack looked at her and then planted a kiss on her cheek. Just one kiss, and Laura's heart was pounding like crazy. Damn, it had been too long since she'd even touched a man, and she was barely holding it together. Ahem, you hungry? Let's go grab some breakfast. Laura was a little embarrassed and tried to cover it up with a cough. She stomped on the gas and sped off. Jack was startled by her speed. Slow down. Okay. A husband's words should be heeded. So Laura eased off the gas and her mood settled down too. After Jack left, Olivia felt like she was better off dead. She tried to get out of bed, but the nurse stopped her. Olivia, your injuries aren't healed and your body hasn't recovered. Stay in bed. I need to find Jack. I have to find him. Don't block me. Are you talking about that young man who stayed with you last night? He's already left with his wife. The guy who brought you here got called away by the doctor but should be back soon. One sentence from the nurse woke Olivia a bit. Wife? His wife? Jack was married. He really got married. He married someone else. No, as long as they didn't register it officially, it doesn't count as marriage. She's not his wife. I am. I'm Jack's wife. Her emotions were all over the place, and the nurse couldn't deal with her. Right then, Tommy came bursting in with a report. Olivia, you're pregnant. Like she'd been struck by lightning. Olivia couldn't move, sitting there in disbelief, looking at Tommy. What did you say? You're pregnant. You're gonna have our baby. Tommy was thrilled, holding Olivia tight. He'd been waiting so long for this day. No way. Wasn't I taking pills? Olivia grabbed his arm, looking furious. Tommy bit his lip and hung his head, carefully saying, I forgot to remind you just once. I thought it'd be fine. Didn't expect it to happen. Olivia, did you hear me? You're pregnant. Her grip on his arm hurt, but Tommy didn't care. Olivia, let's have another wedding, okay? Now that you're pregnant, and your belly's going to show soon, let's get married early, all right? As soon as he said that, Olivia shoved him back hard. No way. I told you, I won't marry you. Her face turned cold, staring icily at him. Besides, don't you have cancer and won't live past a month? I'm not letting my child be born without a father. Who's got cancer? A doctor walked in for rounds, curious after hearing Olivia. Olivia, did you say Mr. E has cancer? Yeah, isn't he dying from cancer? No, Olivia, did you get it wrong? Mr. E is perfectly healthy, and so is the baby in your belly. You've just had surgery. With some careful recovery, you and the baby will be fine. The truth suddenly dawned on Olivia. She understood it was all a lie, a ruse from Tommy to marry her. She was furious, sweeping everything off the table. You lied to me, Tommy. You actually dared to lie to me. Seeing how angry she was, Tommy was scared too. He quickly shook his head in explanation. It wasn't me. I swear. It was a misdiagnosis by the doctor. I didn't deceive you. Witnessing the scene unfold, the doctors quickly stepped back and left. The large hospital room was now just Tommy and Olivia. Tommy stood there, head down, silent. Olivia glared at him. Tell me, why lie to me? Terrified, Tommy stammered his explanation. I didn't mean to, Olivia. I just love you too much. I couldn't stand watching you marry Jack, so I pretended to be sick. You tricked me into thinking you had cancer, made me delay the wedding with Jack. You sent him those photos and messages behind my back and made me pregnant on purpose. Tommy, how did I not see this coming from you? 5 years ago, Tommy was innocent and kind, nothing like he is now. Now he's dark, scary, and full of schemes. Compared to him, Jack is like an angel. What on earth did she do to miss out on a good guy like Jack? She regrets it. She wishes she could slap some sense into herself. There's $1 million on this card. Olivia throws the bank card in front of him. Take it and leave the country. I'm going to terminate the pregnancy. Tommy wonders if he heard wrong. He remembers asking Olivia if she liked kids. She said she did, that she'd love their child even more. But now, she says she's going to terminate their baby? Olivia, do you even know what you're saying? That's my child. Your own flesh and blood, and you're telling me you're going to get rid of it? Olivia looks up with a cold, emotionless gaze, like a machine. Technically, it's not a child yet. It's less than a month old, just a bunch of cells. Her lips form brutal words. Cells? Tommy never expected her to say something so cruel. He shakes his head, stepping back. Olivia, that's your child. How can you say that? Child? What child? Olivia's friends arrive and see Tommy's distraught state. They've got the picture now. Olivia, you and Tommy have a kid? Help me, please. With nowhere else to turn, Tommy pleads with them. Shocked, they answer. Get up, brother-in-law. Don't kneel to me. Olivia is going to terminate our baby. Help me, please talk to her, will you? Tommy's heart is heavy. Olivia, are you nuts? Her friends walk over to her, trying to reason with her. Jack's already married. Can't happen between you two. Now you're pregnant. You should marry him and have the baby. Didn't your grandpa always want a grandchild? And you love kids. I wanted a child with Jack, not with him. Olivia says, her face darkening, voice icy. If we're friends, stay out of my business. But they felt a bit sorry for Tommy, but they know the score. 4 years, Olivia has only loved Jack. Even if she couldn't resist temptation and betray Jack, her heart has always been with him. Now she wants to win Jack back, so keeping the baby just isn't an option. They stop trying to convince her. All right, take care of yourself. We're heading out, they say. Watching them leave, Tommy panics. He refuses to go. A couple of men appear at the doorway, blocking his path. Mr. E, please come with us. No, I'm not leaving, Tommy insists, seeing Olivia's determination. She has no intention of having the baby. Olivia, can you keep the baby, please? I'll leave immediately if you do. Take me to a doctor for surgery. I want this pregnancy terminated now. Her cold words shattered the last of Tommy's hope. He fell to the floor, too drained to fight. Finally, 2 men dragged him away, and Olivia returned to the operating room. Tommy never thought he could use the child to pressure Olivia into marrying him. From finding out about the pregnancy to losing his baby took less than an hour. His eyes burned red. His helpless cries echoed. I have to see Olivia. Spare our child. Olivia's assistant, feeling pity, reassures him, Mr. E, you're young, you'll have a family again. Overcome with grief, Tommy fainted, losing consciousness entirely. When he came to, Olivia's surgery was already over. Olivia sent someone with another bank card. There's $5 million on it. Olivia instructed us to give it to you. Clutching the card, Tommy felt his heart freeze. 5 million? It was just $1 million before an upgrade after terminating the baby. Also, Olivia arranged a plane ticket for him to leave that afternoon. Today afternoon? Tommy scoffs. He never expected Olivia to despise him so much. Just after surgery, she wants him gone. I need to see her. Sorry, Olivia said she won't meet you. The man locked Tommy's hospital door. When it's time, I'll take you to the airport. Holding the card, Tommy suddenly burst into hysterical laughter. But soon, his laughter turned to tears. I should never have come back. Never should have. Once Tommy's situation was handled, Olivia recovered enough to return to the home she shared with Jack, ignoring the doctor's orders. The house was empty, cold. Jack was gone, all his belongings with him. Pain pierced her heart. She remembered the anniversary gift he gave her for their 5th year together. Hurting, she went upstairs to find the box. She tore off the tape and quickly opened it, expecting a gift. But inside, there was just a wedding invitation. Her hands trembled as she opened the invite, seeing the words clearly. Jack was getting married on October 1st. The bride wasn't her. It was Laura. Clinging to the invitation, Olivia collapsed to the floor. Turns out, he already knew about her and Tommy. He had decided not to marry her a long time ago. Since when, she wonders. No wonder, when she saw him at the hospital, he said he was getting married next month. It wasn't a joke. It was true. He had planned to leave her all along. Jack. Her eyes flooded with tears. Olivia cried, really hurting this time. Olivia took one last look at the empty room and stumbled downstairs. Was there anything left in the house that Jack left behind? The maid paused, thought for a while, and then shook her head. Sir, Jack threw away the clothes you gave him and he donated his watches and stuff. He took the rest of his things. We've cleaned the room. Nothing else is left. No, there was still something. Olivia glanced at the invitation in her hand. She never expected the last thing she had related to Jack would be his wedding invitation. Miss, weren't you supposed to go get married with Jack? How come you came back without him? The maid was curious. Not only didn't they come back together, Olivia seemed so fragile. Yeah, I'm gonna get him back. The maid's words lifted Olivia's spirits. She ordered to find the address of the Wilsons and had them drive her there. I'm here to see Laura. The servant gave him a wary look. Miss isn't home. She left early with her husband for the stables. Stables? Yes, Miss said they're going abroad for vacation soon, and they could ride lots of horses there. Since her husband can't ride, she's teaching him first. Honeymoon. Fury boiled inside Olivia as she got in the car, rushing to the stables. The air at the stables was fresh, and the surroundings were wide open, making Jack feel much better. Come here. The woman waved at him from not far away, and for a moment, Jack felt a bit dazed. This bold, charismatic girl had a captivating aura in everything she did. She wore riding gear, holding the reins of a pony. Her lips curled up in a smile that enchanted the men nearby. Someone even walked over to ask for her number, wanting to add her on social media. Jack frowned. His face immediately soured. He quickly walked over, grabbed the guy's phone, and typed in a number. The number. Thanks. The guy, thrilled, ran off. Laura curiously asked, Did you really give him my number? Yep, I gave him my own. What? You wanted to give yours? Jack raised an eyebrow. Haha. You're jealous? Laura was quite pleased with Jack's reaction. She glanced at him with a smile and pointed at the horse beside her. Do you like it? I do. Jack petted the mane, and the horse contentedly nodded. Name it. Is it okay to just name a horse here? It's my horse. I'm giving it to you. Really? Jack was surprised that Laura actually owned a horse. Full of excitement, he said, Then let's call it Starlight, my little brother? It's a mare. Then little sister it is. Whatever you like. After Laura got him on the horse, teaching him for quite some time, Jack finally barely learned to ride. Fun? Yeah, it's fun. Then take me for a ride. She got him onto her horse, but the horse had a bit of a wild streak. They barely started before they almost fell off. Ah! Laura exclaimed as they tumbled from the horse. Are you okay? Jack held her securely, anxiously scanning her. Laura blushed under his gaze. I'm okay, but it feels like I twisted my ankle. I'll take you inside to rest. Just as Jack was about to carry her off, Olivia arrived. Jack. Seeing her, Jack's eyebrows instantly furrowed. Aren't you supposed to still be in the hospital? What are you doing here? Olivia looked disheveled, and seeing Jack with someone else broke her heart even more. Jack, I miss you. Come back with me, won't you? There were many people around, all from this circle. Everyone knew Olivia, but no one had ever seen her like this. They were surprised. Olivia, haven't I been clear enough? I'm married. Go back with you to where? Come back home with me to our home. Olivia's eyes were swollen with tears. She truly missed him. Olivia, are you senile now or something? Laura's expression turned cold, and her aura instantly became imposing. Jack is my husband. We are married. He won't leave with you. He never will. Do you understand? Shut up. Olivia glared at her fiercely. Who do you think you are? I'm talking to Jack, not you. Is that so? Laura lifted an eyebrow. She hated being challenged the most. You want to know who I am? Let me show you. Before she'd finished speaking, she tilted her head up and kissed Jack's lips. Jack didn't expect this. His eyes widened, unsure if he should push her away. She whispered in his ear, "Don't move. If you move, I'll get mad." Jack didn't dare to move anymore and just let her kiss him. Seeing this, Olivia nearly exploded with anger. Laura, let him go. I forbid you from touching him. She lunged forward, trying to pull them apart. Laura merely stepped aside slightly, and Olivia lost her balance, falling to the ground. She stopped rolling only after a while, looking quite miserable. People around witnessing it were snickering, pointing fingers at Olivia. She deserves it. She's done someone wrong, and now she regrets it. Too late. Belated affection is worth nothing, right? If only she'd realized sooner. Laura coldly smiled at her. Olivia, this is the last time I'll warn you. Stop bothering Jack and me. He's my husband now, and he always will be. You can't take him away. Struggling to stand up, Olivia said, people can get divorced, even if they're married. Laura, don't be too smug. Jack loves me. Don't you know military marriages are legally protected? Laura contemplated. What you're doing now is considered disruption. That's a crime, you know? Jack watched, chuckling quietly at Laura's quick thinking. Jack, do you really not have any feelings left for me? Olivia no longer wanted to talk to Laura. She turned to Jack, hoping he'd have a change of heart. Forget about it. Jack steadied himself, took a deep breath and said calmly, Olivia, I'm saying this for the last time, we're done. Completely done. From the day Tommy came back and you secretly went to the airport to pick him up, from the moment you postponed our wedding then turned around and accepted his proposal, from the moment you kissed him at the bar, we were over. Olivia looked at him in disbelief. You knew all of this? Yes, I knew everything. Jack chuckled. Olivia, I'm really glad it only took me 5 years to see the real you instead of a lifetime. I've already married Laura, and I'll be her husband for life. I'll love her and take care of her. As long as she doesn't betray me, I'll only love her. He added, aren't you into Tommy? Planning to marry him? We're done, you can do whatever you want now. No, I don't like him. The only person I've ever loved is you. But I don't love you anymore. Don't show up in front of me again. You're really annoying. With that, he left the stable, supporting Laura. In the car, Laura didn't say a word, but she was smiling. Seeing her smile, Jack frowned and asked, what's so funny? Nothing, just happy. After graduating, Laura joined the military. Although there were many guys around her, she had no clue what love felt like. And today, she might have just figured it out. What's there to be happy about? Jack couldn't quite grasp Laura's thoughts. Olivia's constant pestering really got to him. The tickets are booked. We'll leave first thing in the morning for our honeymoon. Seeming to read his mind, Laura spoke up. Jack smiled, thank you. Thank who? Laura turned to him, looking deeply into his eyes. Thank my wonderful wife. Wonderful wife? Is he talking about her? At that moment, her heart raced. Laura looked at him, blushing deeply. Noticing her swollen foot, Jack parked the car in front of a pharmacy. He soon returned, opened the passenger door, and took off Laura's sock. Laura looked at him, puzzled. What are you doing? I'm checking your foot. Didn't you twist it? If it's swollen, it'll be bad. Thanks. Seeing his gentle gestures, Laura was touched and planted a quick peck on his cheek. That little peck turned Jack's face red all the way to his ears. She's always playfully teasing him, yet when she actually kissed him, she became flustered and awkward. Watching her adorable reaction, Jack chuckled. So, you blush too? Who's blushing? Jack rubbed her ankle gently, and Laura let out a soft yelp. Ouch! Surprised, Jack immediately eased up. Does it hurt? No, it's fine. She shook her head. Jack looked at her but couldn't help thinking of Olivia. When Olivia twisted her ankle before, he'd also buy medicated oil and rub her foot. When her pain made her cry out, Jack would anxiously let go and ask if it hurt. Those memories were vivid, yet things had changed. You're thinking about her? Laura could tell Jack wouldn't move on easily. After all, how could one easily let go of 5 years of feelings? I won't think about her anymore. Jack cupped Laura's face. I'll fall in love with you, Laura. Laura smiled. Even if you don't love me, you will, Jack. Then, Miss Laura, let's spend the rest of our lives together. All right, let's head home. Laura drove them back to the Wilsons' old house. And that night, Jack had his first dinner with the Wilsons. They adored having Jack as their son-in-law, repeatedly telling Laura to take good care of him and not to bully him. Why would I dare bully him? Laura laughed, serving Jack some food. Aren't you worried he'll bully me? Jack is so great, he would never bully you. Mom, you're so biased. Laura felt a bit put out but couldn't hide her smile. Jack felt a warmth in his heart. He really liked the atmosphere in the Wilsons family. Until a servant announced, Young master. There's a drunk woman outside insisting on seeing the young master. Laura set down her spoon and exchanged a glance with Jack. Who is it, Jack? Do you know? Curious, Laura's mom asked, and Jack nodded. It's probably just a lunatic. Laura cut him off. Want to go see? Or should I handle it? Jack sighed. I don't want to see her. Laura glanced at her parents. Dad. Mom, I'll be back. Make sure Jack finishes his meal. He's too skinny. Go ahead, you silly girl. Still know how to care for your husband. Laura stepped outside and watched as Olivia shouted at the gate. Jack. Jack. Come out. Come meet me. I regret it. I know I was wrong. I'll do anything for your forgiveness. Laura leaned on the wall, crossed her arms, and watched expressionlessly until Olivia's voice was hoarse and she was too tired to shout anymore. Then she opened the gate. Had enough yelling? Laura. Seeing Laura, Olivia looked at her like an enemy, lunging forward and grabbing Laura's collar tightly. Give Jack back to me. He's mine, he's my boyfriend. Don't you know? He was, but you didn't cherish him. You slept with someone else and hurt him, and you think he can't leave you? Olivia, you're too domineering. This is between Jack and me. None of your business. You're just a drunkard. I have no time for you. Smelling the strong fragrance of alcohol, Laura arched an eyebrow and asked, What'll it take for you to leave Jack alone? I want him to come out and see me. I want him to come home with me. Not a chance. Laura pulled out her phone. If you don't leave, I'm calling the cops. Go ahead. Call them. Jack wouldn't let me go to the police station. He'd never. Okay, let's find out. Laura didn't hesitate to call someone over. As the cops dragged Olivia away, Olivia kept calling out Jack's name. But Jack couldn't hear her. He was sitting on the couch with Laura's mom, watching TV. They were happily chatting about stories from Laura's childhood. Suddenly, his phone rang. It was the police station. Jack, do you know a Miss Olivia? She's drunk and causing trouble. Can you come down here? Jack glanced over at Laura. He knew it was her who called the cops. Sorry, officer. I don't know her. He hung up the phone with a straight face and continued the conversation with Laura's mom. At the police station, Olivia refused to believe Jack would just abandon her. No way, he wouldn't leave me here. Get him here. I want to see him, I have to see him. In the past, whenever she was in trouble, Jack was always the first to be there. Like the time she got into a fight and ended up at the police station, Jack was the first to show up, looking pained at her injuries. He said he was so worried about her, so scared something would happen to her. He said she was the most important person to him. How could he now claim he didn't know her? All right, Olivia, could you calm down? The officer sighed. Everyone knows Jack's married to Colonel Laura now. He's someone else's husband. You calling him won't make him come. The police, out of choices, let her go. Just stop causing a scene at their place. The man doesn't care for you anymore. Making a fuss won't change things. Olivia sat stunned, feeling her heart break. It was true. He was married. He wasn't her boyfriend anymore. No matter what she did, he wouldn't come. She lost Jack, the boy who loved her most. What should she do? She regretted it so much. On the day Laura and Jack left for their honeymoon, they stopped by the house first. His mom slipped him a photo album discreetly. Jack, this album's full of pictures of you and Olivia. You used to treasure it, never letting us touch it. I found it while tidying your room. Now that you're married, what do you plan to do with it? Jack glanced at the album without even wanting to open it. This was a gift from Olivia in their first year together. She said they'd travel to many places and take lots of photos to fill the album. So when they got old, they could look through it. 5 years later, the album was nearly full, but their love story had ended. Throw it away, Mom. Really? You sure about that? He casually tossed it in the trash, a bitter smile on his face. Why wouldn't I be? Right now, I care most about you and Dad. I'll be abroad for over a month. I'll miss you guys. Silly kid, you're just gone for a bit. You're not gone forever. And as long as you and Laura are happy, I'm at ease. She patted his shoulder. Laura's a good girl. Treat her well. Okay? Yeah. Jack nodded. I will. Jack, it's time to go. Laura called from downstairs. Jack replied, coming. They got in the car, and at the airport, Jack thought he saw Olivia's shadow. But when he looked closely, it was gone. What are you looking at? Laura asked, curious and scanning where he'd been looking. She didn't see a thing. Nothing. Jack shook his head. Let's go. After they checked in, Jack stood tall, never looking back. Once they left, a woman emerged from behind a pillar. Watching him leave, Olivia felt her heart breaking all over again. She loved him so much, and she couldn't forget him. But he detested her now and didn't want to see her. Olivia wasn't ready to give up. She resolved to wait for him to return. In the month that he was away, Olivia changed a lot. She wanted to show Jack how she had changed when he got back. Finally, when Jack returned, he and Laura went to the hospital first. Olivia drove to the hospital, arriving just as they were leaving the doctor's office. Jack was holding Laura's hand, lovingly telling her, "The doctor said no more ice cream like that. Okay? I got it. I only had a few more. Look how worried you are." Laura teased, touching her stomach. "What do you think? Will the baby look more like you or me when it grows up?" Baby? Olivia froze at the word, her mind going blank. Just a month away and he's already expecting a child with Laura? She thought she still had a chance. How could he have a child with someone else already? Didn't he say they were young and wouldn't rush into having kids? How did things end up like this? Jack gently touched her head. If it's a boy, like me, handsome. If it's a girl, like you, pretty. Laura playfully tapped his shoulder. You're so vain. He caught her hand, placing it in his palm, eyes full of love. You know me well. Feeling a pang, but not letting it show, Jack took a bite of his steak. It's really good. But as he continued to eat, his eyes reddened. He bit his lip and smiled softly. Olivia, was that your fireworks display? Too bad, those fireworks were supposed to be from him to her. What a shame. Still, at least now he had moved on, found happiness and started a family.